Here we go. What will be the next opening? It will be 8. Double 4, 6. Now, before I start, I should probably tell you why I look like this. It's spring, and I have spring allergies. It is can get pretty horrible, and I've been trying to cope with that. So I've gotten a lot of questions from from meetings and also my students, like, why do you look like that? And so actually, one of my students thought I might have been drunk or something, which is pretty funny, I think. So pollen. I'm allergic to pollen, so every spring it's just a lot of tears are shed. Well, anyway, I'm actually just tempted to not show my face in this, but well, you guys don't care how I look, right? So, all right. But the main thing is the game, right? The game is what's important. So it looks like my opponent doesn't really know how to handle this. So they sort of just gave up that other stone, which is a little bit, I guess, it's a bit unorthodox. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this result, capturing the stone center. Knight's move is pretty good, probably. Let's just do a normal opening. We open fast. Okay, let's do a 3-3 invasion, and let my opponent approach my lower left 4-6. I think this is one of the accounts where I have the most games, apart from Kobayashi opening. Yep. Alright, so pretty standard 3-3 invasion. Like, this is all, there's literally nothing to it. Oh, they blocked, so I think I'll take this because it makes the group very comfortable. So I think it's definitely worth the move. This game is actually going very quick, so I'm very happy with the opening though. Black is not very efficient here, so I'm just happy gaining the territory. This might be a good example of what to do when your opponent goes for this stuff. Like, you shouldn't be too jealous of it, because it's actually not very efficient. Black is spending on many moves here, and if you think about it, if you look around the whole board, this is really Black's only territory. So it's actually really not worth much. I wanted to Tanuki this, but I think it's might be worth something for me to extend a few times. Oh. There is a cut here, so I guess that's why my opponent played there. I can just cut, or I can Hane and Tiger's Mouth. I think both are okay. Or I can, should I cut and jump? That's another option. I think I'll just choose something simple. I'll just Hane and Tiger's Mouth. Going to the center is worth something, because Black is expanding this. So I'm naturally going to be reducing Black's Moil in the center. So I guess I'll do like a counter invasion. Another thing I could do is threaten the upper group. by cutting. I think maybe I should just cut this and jump. Should we just stick with the peaceful game? Yeah. Well, I'm going to play this knight's move. It's pretty much Sente. Because if black doesn't respond, white can keep poking in, and the next move would definitely be Sente. So we're going to do that first. And at any point I can pretty much jump out. Okay, but I do need the ladder in order to jump out. Okay, so that's already a pretty comfortable Sente. I think I'll just leave that as is. So maybe let's just fix this. Let me just fix the corner first. Having no Aji here, I now have 2 invasions. I think both are quite severe. So yeah, I think in the opening, black generally played too slow. I think that's the main issue. Yeah, because black paid too much attention to this one group and let white get many moves. Oh. I just Tanuki again. Okay. I guess I'll also just play. I'll just get whatever I want here, and they can get whatever they want there. Okay, so then black decided to lose. Then I can push and cut here. After this is strong, all of black's shapes are still pretty weak, and especially this push and cut. I don't see how black would answer to this. What? Knight's move. Is that Sente? Let me just push out here and play it safe. I've been using this slow and steady strategy for most of this game. It's been working quite well, I think. After getting the opening lead, I'm just pretty much playing very steadily. And I think that's been working quite well. Black is trying to live here, but the local shape is still not very good. I'm gonna get the Sente. And yeah, there's still a bunch of Aji here because the Atari is Sente 100%, and white can pretty much peep or invade. It'll be pretty easy to invade this, I think. But also, if white just captures, black is also behind. I think I'm finding the reason why I've been playing very reserved recently when I play on 6 God, and that's because I just get a lead so easily in these games, so that when it comes to back to the 8-Dan games, maybe I just feel too happy about the game when the game is actually close, because for these games, the lead sometimes just comes too easily. So, well, there are drawbacks when you play weaker players, I guess. I don't think black chose a very good way of sacrificing the stone on the left, because I'm like peeping right at the weakness here. So black is really okay. Well, this is worth one move, but I guess it's not urgent now. Gonna do some soft reductions. I think this block is probably among the biggest moves. The corner is still uncertain. Black would need the descend or the hane in order for it to be completely unlocked. Which means this is like half sente almost. But when white blocks, black might hane. So there are other things to worry about for this. There's also the jump in here. This is also quite big. Yeah, it's only half sente, but it's quite a big move. And there is still this. Okay, yeah, the Atari is a bit uncomfortable because white has another cut here. I'm gonna see how black responds. So these are good exchanges. After these exchanges, first of all, black has to attach here, the 1-2 point, but also the start point becomes sente for white. I think this is just dead. Well, thanks for the group. Atari. And I think I can just pull back, right? No, I can't. I have to block. Well, blocking should be fine. Oh, I thought black was going to do something fancy. But this just plain doesn't work, though. Black should have descended here. Black could attach then without descending at 019. This was the self-destructing move. Here I think I just connect. Okay. No, I should extend. Yeah, but the corner is dead now, and there's nothing to do. Nothing black can do about it. Without exchanging 019, black could attach at R19. I think black could have that hidden liberty, but no, actually, I take that back. Black is still dead. Yeah, no matter what, black is dead. Really? I just connect. Oh, but I want to capture this. That's okay. Yeah, let's just connect. This is really. This game is very over right now. So yeah, you guys just save this and the corner is dead. So we just jump back. There's nothing. We always have to play out the whole thing. There's this cut though, and then there's a hane. Okay, that's just a few points. This stuff is very annoying when the hane should be white sente always, but when you forget it, sometimes your opponent can can get a cut in sente, and then they can get Hane and connect in sente. Yeah, alright, fine. No big deal though. Yeah, the corner fight I think was the most interesting. Now I think we've officially hit the time waste moments, the games. Okay. This tells you something interesting, actually. That the even if you get to say like 5 dan, maybe even 6 dan, 7 dan, these guys they don't actually read a lot, right? You can see here, black is definitely not reading anything here. And they're just playing the moves for the sake of it, and that's actually a habit that many of us have. When you don't know really what's going on, but you're still just playing the moves, it's actually very dangerous. It's a very dangerous kind of mode to get into, because when that happens, all the moves are going to be bad. Right? You're not reading the moves, so actually you're not even paying attention to what's going on. And there we go. My opponent resigned. It's pretty good, pretty clean game, I think. In many points of view, this game is probably one of the more boring games. But this is type of control, I think. I don't think White took any chances this game, so White pretty much had the game in the bag the whole time. So I'm actually happy with the control in this game. So if Black attaches here, White would simply just turn or jump in, or just take some. Or actually, no, White would have to protect the center. But pretty nice and clean win there. Very happy. Let's check out the next game. What is the next opening? All right, guys, the last chance. The last chance. I'm actually very excited because recently we've been getting 6 gods so many times, so I think this is going to be so awesome, right? But this is the last chance until we hit the 20 game mark, in which we're going to have to win more games in order to have that chance, because in order to promote you have to have 15 wins out of the 20. So if there was a loss at the end, we would have to win at least 3 more games until we would be able to get the promotion. So yeah, this is it. This is the game. Alright, so I don't really like this variation. I'm just going to defend the corner. I'm going to keep the game simple. And they can do whatever they want on the bottom. Maybe a 1-space pincer. It looks like they're just going to be a trade then. Should I cap or should I kick? I'm going to kick because if black extends, I would just jump, right? If I cap, then black might wedge, and I think that variation is going to be a little worse for white. So yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Huh, okay. I think I can do a knight's move here and attach. That's one option, or I can simply jump out. Maybe I can just jump out here. Expand. So after black extended, black got a few Sente moves on a lower side. Now it's actually just a big Moyo game. That's interesting. My opponent is a fast player, that's for sure. Let me try the Hane first. Asking. See what black does. Okay. So now I can pincer. Because of the Aji here. Alright. So I already thought about that move. When black pincers, I will attach. And then I can pull back and then connect. It's a bunch of Nii moves. Ooh, he extended on top. Okay, well that gives me more eye space on the bottom. So I did expect him to do this, but I can Hane on top. I can cut here. And then, yeah, the 4 stones aren't really that important, so I can just Antari now. And this white group is actually very strong after capturing this stone. I'm not sure why he exchanged everything. Very fast player. A very, very fast player. I have to defend this to the fullest. Yeah, I gotta attach. Oh, this shape is a little bad actually. I kind of regret playing this already. Ugh, very bad shape. I can't attach because after extending, black could push and cut here. No chance at killing that, so I'm gonna have to do this. The invasion on the right side is very successful, though. I'm very happy with that. I'll get the clamp first. This clamp is quite comfortable since if Black Atari is here, the connection is Sente, so then the territory on the bottom is a lot worse. Okay, well, I'm gonna get the free Atari and then come back to here. Gonna keep chasing this group a little bit. Soon is going to be a territory battle. But regardless, I think Black's This is a little annoying. If I push through, Black is going to push through this way. And I don't really have high confidence of capturing Black. The corner move is big. I don't want Black to connect back because it's almost Sente. I really made the shape a little bad here. Now, am I able to get this move? Probably a little too aggressive. Okay. Let's protect the corner first. I wanted to Tanuki, but I feel like when Black plays a knight's move, it's going to cause some issues. I gotta do this. Attaching would be too soft. So I block this off. Is it one of those cases where I just lose? I hope not. I'm getting a little scared of that because last game was just it was just crazy. I just lost. I don't even know how. Okay, so hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm using overtime to think about this a little because I think the upper right fight is very important. I don't want a diagonal just yet because then my stones would be heavy. So before that, I want to try and get some Sente moves. Maybe I should just play this move. Yeah, that would have been better, actually. Okay, so at least I have the Atari. Might not be the best thing in the world, but I think it's something. I don't know if it's worth it though. Doesn't it doesn't seem like I benefited incredibly from that. This knight's move doesn't look like a good move. I think I extend out. There is an attachment here, which should be enough to make him worry. This attachment here. So it's difficult for black to jump out and stuff. This is actually quite comfortable. It's only points. And it's Sente because I can push and cut after. Looks like we're experiencing a little like... Okay, I'm going to count in the meantime so that what happened before isn't going to happen again. It looks like I'm doing okay. But it's just okay. Whoa. Connecting in the center. Very powerful move. It does leave a lot of aji, but wow. Very powerful move indeed. I don't think that's a good move though, because I can connect. I could have just captured there. I could have. I'm playing a little fast right now. think I'm experiencing a little bit of lag here. Okay, and we are back. Okay, so we reconnected. Code threat. We really need a good code threat. This is really assuming that I'm going to win the co now. It's a very risky move. Very risky. Well, actually, now I can really just capture this. Victory point is the biggest. But before answering that, I'm going to try and do something to Black's group here. Okay, well that's all Ascente. And yeah, I guess I'll just take those Ascente benefits. And now I pretty much, yeah, I should protect the left side. Yeah, I gotta protect this left side. How is the territory? Yeah, these are all Ascente moves I can't really argue. Can't really argue against these. My feeling is that it's probably an even trade. Although White did have, it looked like White had a lot of potential here. White traded that for the top right. What? So, huh? He ignored. So that leaves a big endgame in the corner. I think it's quite close. I'm gonna capture this corner. I think that's definitely bigger than the Hane here. It looks like it's quite close. I can't say for sure, actually. I don't. With these fast games, it's very hard to evaluate the board positions very accurately. Also, with the sheer amount of big endgames on the board, it also makes it a little bit difficult. Okay, this move feels a little small. I can push first to. I think this gets rid of the follow-up move here. I think I can attach and play here. This will get me some extra points. By keeping this ko. And right now in this shape, if black plays the tiger's mouth, there's another Kosumi here, which would get a few points. It's going to be a big endgame battle, so I hope everyone's prepared for that. Wow. I don't think that's a co-threat. Is that a co-threat? This ko is not light for white. It is a big risk all around. So right now black is threatening my group here. And because when I diagonal there's a ko. Because black and Atari here. And that complicates things a little bit, but Yeah, it definitely complicates things a little bit. Hmm. As big as this code is, keeps tanuking. Looks like we got a big trade going on here. Interesting. I got rid of a lot of black's territory. And black also reduced about 20 points here. It's not a light ko indeed for white either. There is some value here as well. Black also lost some territory. Let me just get this before black does. What? Black connects? Huh. There's some big moves I can play in the middle. Oh no, what am I doing? That is a huge mistake. What did I just do to myself? Oh, jeez. It wasn't even a ko, but now I've made it a ko. Disgusting reading. This is disgusting. Very disappointed in myself. What the heck was that? Hmm. I can't answer that anymore. I wonder if there's anything I can gain from attacking Black's group here. There's something I can gain, but there's not much, unfortunately. So there's a cutting point. What? Oh. How bad can you get, really? How bad can you get? God. Oh, this is terrible. This is disgusting. No points left. Hmm. Okay. Thinking hard still. Hmm? Please don't tell me I misread again. Um, or maybe it doesn't even take a misread. Um, maybe I just lost. That's possible too. This code on the top was pretty crazy. I don't know what I was thinking there. It looks like it's still close somehow. Maybe black didn't gain enough here in the middle. Oh, I don't know why. Somehow I just started to not think. One of the biggest mistakes that I say other people make, I've been making as well. So what's the biggest right now? Is it the Honey and Connect? I have a feeling I'm going to lose by half a point. There's still some decently big in games on the board. So this move. 7 points. The move in the center is quite big as well. Oh. Well, let's just not waste any more time. Let's just get this over with. No, I missed this. This is a lot of points. I'm going to extend in the center. No, I don't think I have enough. I think I'm gonna lose by a little bit. More than a little bit, actually. Oh man, these games have been not very satisfactory, to say the least. Okay, well, we might as well just finish and count and have full closure. Hello, welcome back to the review. As you guys probably tell during the game, I'm not very good at hiding my emotions. I was a little disappointed. Coming into the game, I was thinking I would win. I mean, it's the last game. I wanted to win, get the 9-10, finish the redemption series. The good news is, since I didn't achieve it, the redemption series will continue as is in season 2 after we hit 50 episodes, which is the next episode after this one. Now, in order to get to 9-10, we need to win 3 games in a row. So any losses here, they don't get replaced. So because it's a 20-game continuation, so we would need to win 3 games in a row. But if we lose one, we would need to win all of these games. So the redemption arc will take some time. So that's the good news. The other good news is, you always learn more when you lose a game. And I think I've been learning these past 2 games more than during the games that I have won. So that's always good. In this game, I didn't really perform well, and partly the reason is my moves were not threatening enough. My moves were a little bit slow. For example, this descent was a very defensive move. White shouldn't really be afraid of black jumping out, because white can always jump out. So white definitely should have played some move over here. I was actually hovering over this move during the game, but I decided not to play here. It's partly because I'm really not enough games. I haven't been playing enough games recently, which my feelings for like the urgency of some moves are a little bit lacking, and so that's partly the reason here. So the other mistake that I was wondering, one was also this fight, and it turns out that I think white shouldn't have cut, which was interesting. I was actually quite confident about that move, but yeah, actually Fine Art thinks white should have actually made the other sacrifice, which is interesting. So the other move was the diagonal. Now, I thought this was one of the cases where white could play the diagonal, because white already has the stone over here on the second line. Let me turn on the coordinates. So white already has the H18 stone. But actually, yeah, in this case, you still shouldn't play the diagonal. You almost never play the diagonal. I don't know why I played the diagonal here. Because at the end of this result, black was able to escape quite well, and white still owed a move here at B17, because black could just connect back. And that's the reason why white played this move, is because if white played here, and black doesn't have to just jump out. Black can live by connecting all these points back, as well as putting some giving white some baraji here. So at this point, white was already quite behind. But white was able to make a comeback over here after the ko. Well, the ko was not the reason, but after the ko, black made a very big mistake, which I found, which is this. Black should have connected. And then black wouldn't have any issues. White would still need to protect, and black has a lead going into endgame. But that's not what happened. Later on, black, so here, black connected, which, well, actually this was a mistake. White was able to capture the top left. And after this, you can see here the win rate kind of went back. And this was really the first chance that white had. And over here, so the ko was a little bit of it was a little bit too much, I guess. So I thought that white could force black to connect back, and that was very wishful. Especially since that I didn't realize the ko was just as heavy for white, because after black wins the ko, black was able to connect these two stones back. And so that was one very major issue during the game that I hadn't realized. And at the end of the ko, it was pretty much back to black's favor, which I kind of saw that. But during the game, I didn't really think it was that bad. If white connected back, something like that, I think it would have been closer. Black would still be ahead though, so yeah, at this point, I mean, you can see the win rate is very low. So everything after that didn't really matter too much. So I don't think I showed the end of the game, but I actually lost by 11.5, and that's actually a huge loss, actually. And so it's interesting. I mean, normally I wouldn't expect myself to be so careless in a lot of the fighting situations. And a couple of moves that are just absolutely horrible. One is this move. What the hell is that? I mean, I just want to like hit myself in the head playing moves like this. It's a self-liberty reduction move. It's gote. So the correct shape is to push in diagonal, because white would never exchange the Atari here. It's a self-liberty reduction move. It's just doesn't make any sense, right? So yeah, I mean, or even like, why doesn't white tanuki here? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, what is that? Yeah, so definitely a lot for me to reflect on, and which is good. I think the playing a few games these on 6th God, actually right before participating in the upcoming league, is getting me back into. It's definitely raising a lot of issues that I should think about before competing in. Which, yeah, it's been very helpful. Probably not as enjoyable for you guys, because I saw I kind of looked back at the video a little bit, and I was actually in a lot of pain during the game, because I was really just thinking, how are these things happening? And it kind of shows you what it looks like when you're coming back, or when you haven't been really playing really serious games for a while. So so lots to learn from me. Good future for the random opening series. In the next episode, I'm going to be playing solely on the triple star account, the Sanransei account, as well as the unorthodox. And I'm going to be playing as many games as needed to get all accounts to 5 dan. So really looking forward to that. Thank you all for watching this video. If you've gotten this far, thank you so much. I will see you all in the next one.